My dear friends, we gather here today in a world filled with noise, fear, and endless distractions. Every day, we carry burdens that were never meant for our shoulders, alone worries about the future, about our families, our finances, our very purpose. But I want to ask you something deep, something real. What if the weight you feel is not yours to carry? What if the path you're trying so hard to control was never meant to be walked alone? There is a greater power, a divine presence that sees beyond what we can see, that knows the end from the beginning. And yet, so many of us spend our days anxious, restless, trying to fix everything with our own hands. But what if the answer is not in doing more, but in surrendering more? What if peace doesn't come from understanding every step, but from trusting the one who leads the way? So today I invite you to pause, to stop striving, to let go, and to discover the unmatched strength, the unshakable peace that comes when you stop worrying and let God lead you. There comes a time in every life when the heart grows heavy, not because of physical burdens, but because of the weight of worry. You feel it in the quiet moments, in the stillness of night when the world slows down and your mind speeds up. It creeps into your soul, a whisper of doubt, a shadow of fear, and before you know it, that silent burden begins to shape the way you live, the way you think, and even the way you see yourself. Worry has a way of sneaking in through the smallest cracks, growing stronger in the places we try to hide. You see, worry is not loud, it doesn't scream, it doesn't announce its arrival. It walks in quietly, gently, almost politely, and settles deep within. It tells you to prepare for the worst. It tells you that you're not enough. It reminds you of everything that could go wrong and convinces you that you must fix it all alone. Worry convinces you that if you don't hold it all together, everything will fall apart. And yet, no matter how much we worry, no matter how much we try to plan or prepare, the truth remains we are not in control of everything. And that truth can either bring you to your knees in fear, or it can set you free. You are not created to carry every burden. You are not designed to live in constant fear of what's next. Look at the world around you. The sun rises without your permission. The stars don't need your guidance to shine. The seasons change without your command. Life continues to unfold day after day, not because of your worry, but because of a divine order far greater than anything we can fully understand. Worry steals from you. It robs you of the present moment. It keeps you from seeing the beauty right in front of you. It distracts you from your purpose. It makes your world small. It locks the door to joy, to peace, to hope. And worst of all, it convinces you that you're alone. But you're not alone. You never have been. There is a greater hand, a guiding force that has walked with you every step of the way, even when you couldn't see it. Even when the darkness seemed too thick, even when the pain was too great, even when the answers didn't come, you were being carried, you were being led. And when you begin to understand that, worry begins to lose its grip. There's power in realizing you don't have to have all the answers. There's freedom in knowing you don't have to see the whole path to take the next step. There is peace deep, lasting peace in trusting that your life is not just a series of random events, but a part of a bigger, purposeful plan. Letting go of worry doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop carrying what was never yours to hold. It means you open your hands and surrender what you cannot control. It means you start living not with fear of the unknown, but with faith in the unseen. It's not always easy. The world will keep shouting at you to worry. The news will give you reason after reason to be afraid. Life will throw storms your way, but you don't have to face it alone. You were never meant to. When you begin to release the silent burden of worry, you'll find your strength again. You'll breathe deeper. You'll smile more freely. You'll begin to see that the very peace you've been chasing was waiting for you all along on the other side of surrender. So wherever you are right now, whether life feels uncertain, whether your heart feels anxious, whether you've been carrying the weight of the world, know this: you don't have to anymore. Lay it down. Let go. And let the one who knows the way lead you forward. Peace is not a place, it's a promise. And it's waiting for you to believe. There's something deep inside every one of us that longs for control. From the moment we wake up, we try to shape our day, direct our steps, plan our future, and fix what's broken. We work hard to hold it all together, our families, our careers, our relationships, our dreams. We build walls around our hearts to protect them. We make lists, set goals, and chase after security like it's the only thing that matters. But somewhere along the way, life reminds us of a powerful truth: we're not in control. And that truth can be terrifying. When the plans fall apart, when the door closes, when the diagnosis comes, or when the people we trusted let us down, something inside us breaks. We feel helpless. We question everything. And in those moments, we're faced with a choice: keep clinging to control or choose to trust something greater. Letting go of control is one of the hardest things a person can do, because control gives us the illusion of safety. It makes us feel like we're the ones steering the ship. But what if the real strength isn't found in holding on, but in letting go? What if the greatest breakthroughs in life don't come when we push harder, but when we surrender deeper? There is a plan for your life that reaches far beyond your own understanding, a plan filled with purpose, meaning, and direction, but that plan requires trust. It requires stepping aside and allowing the one who sees the beginning from the end to lead the way. And that takes faith, real, honest, unshakable faith. When you let go of control, you're not giving up, you're not walking away, you're not admitting defeat, you're stepping into a greater kind of strength. A strength that doesn't come from your own effort, but from divine guidance. You're trading fear for peace. You're exchanging confusion for clarity. You're moving from striving to resting in something far more powerful than your own plan. We often try to lead our own lives like we know best. But how often have we ended up lost, frustrated, or broken? How many times have we chased something only to realize it wasn't what we needed? There is wisdom in surrender. There is power in admitting that we don't know it all, that we can't fix it all, that we were never meant to. Letting go doesn't mean you stop moving forward. It means you stop fighting battles that were never yours to fight. It means you stop trying to force doors open that were never meant for you. It means you allow your steps to be directed by a force greater than your fears. And when you do that, you begin to see life differently. You begin to notice peace where there used to be pressure. You begin to experience joy even when the road is uncertain. You begin to walk with confidence, not because you know what's coming next, but because you trust the one who does. Think about the times in your life when you were at your lowest, when you didn't know how things would turn out, and yet here you are, you made it. Maybe you didn't get the outcome you wanted, but you got the strength you needed. Maybe the path wasn't easy, but it prepared you for something greater. That's what happens when you stop trying to lead and start learning to follow. We're not called to have all the answers. We're called to walk in faith, to trust when it doesn't make sense, to believe when the road is dark, to keep going even when the path isn't clear. That's not weakness, that's courage. That's the kind of faith that moves mountains and opens doors you never thought possible. So today, if you're tired of trying to control everything, tired of carrying the weight alone, there's another way. You don't have to live in constant stress. You don't have to figure it all out. You don't have to be the one with all the answers. There is peace in surrender. There is life in letting go. Letting go of control is not a one-time decision. It's a daily choice, a moment-by-moment act of faith. But the more you do it, the lighter your soul becomes. The more you trust, the more you'll see that you were never walking alone, that every step, every struggle, every detour was being used for your good. So take a deep breath, open your hands, release the grip you've been holding so tightly, and let yourself be led not by fear, not by doubt, not by pressure, but by purpose. The kind of purpose that brings peace, the kind of peace that passes all understanding. Letting go is the beginning of becoming who you were always meant to be. Let go and let God lead. There's a battle going on in the heart of every person, a quiet war between fear and faith. Every day we wake up and stand at a crossroads. One path is fear dark, heavy, filled with what ifs and worst case scenarios. The other path is faith bright, full of promise, even when we can't see the destination. And the truth is, the direction your life takes depends on which one you choose to follow. Fear is familiar. It shows up quickly. It doesn't need an invitation. All it takes is one bad report, one closed door, one unexpected storm, and fear comes rushing in like a flood. It grabs hold of your thoughts, clouds your judgment, and tells you you're not going to make it. It says you're alone, that the worst is yet to come. And if you're not careful, fear will drive every decision, every step, every word that comes out of your mouth. But faith is different. Faith is quiet at first, gentle. It doesn't shout, it whispers. It reminds you that you're not forgotten, that the story isn't over, that even when everything seems to be falling apart, something greater is being put together behind the scenes. Faith sees what fear can't. It sees purpose in the pain, growth in the struggle, and beauty in the waiting. Life will always give you reasons to be afraid, but fear was never meant to be your guide. It was never meant to have the final word, because the truth is, fear may be powerful, but it's not greater than the one who walks with you. And when you begin to shift your focus from fear to faith, everything changes, not just your outlook, but your entire life. You can't walk in both directions at once. You can't serve both fear and faith. One will always push the other out. So ask yourself today, what are you feeding more? What are you giving your attention to? Because what you focus on grows. If you keep feeding fear, it will grow louder and stronger until it drowns out your hope. But if you start feeding your faith, if you start leaning into trust, into prayer, into truth, then fear starts to lose its grip. Faith doesn't mean you won't feel afraid. It means you don't let fear have the final say. It means that even when your knees are shaking, you still take the step. It means that even when the way is uncertain, you keep walking. Not because you know the outcome, but because you know the one who holds it. Think about the times when you felt lost, when everything seemed to be going wrong, and yet somehow, some way, things turned around. Maybe not in the way you expected, but in a way that brought you through stronger, wiser, closer to your calling. That's faith at work. That's what happens when you choose to trust instead of panic. Fear says you're not enough. Faith says you're chosen. Fear says it's over. Faith says this is just the beginning. Fear focuses on the storm. Faith focuses on the one who calms it. And it's not about having perfect faith. It's about having honest faith. Faith that says, I don't know how, but I believe it will happen. Faith that says, I can't see it, but I trust that something good is on the way. Faith that doesn't ignore the mountain, but believes it can be moved. You don't have to have all the answers to walk by faith. You just have to take the next step. You don't need to see the whole path. You just need to believe that the path is leading somewhere good. And when you do that, when you make the daily decision to focus on faith instead of fear, you'll find peace in places you never thought possible. This is not about pretending that everything is perfect. It's about believing that everything is being used for a purpose. It's about looking at your situation, your circumstances, your struggles, and saying, even here, even now, I will trust, I will not be shaken, I will walk in faith. So if today your heart feels heavy, if the voices of fear have been loud, if doubt has crept into your mind, know this: you have a choice. You don't have to stay stuck in fear. You can choose faith. You can shift your focus. You can step into a life that is guided not by worry, but by trust. This shift may not happen overnight, but little by little, day by day, your faith can grow. And as it does, you'll begin to see what fear kept hidden. You'll begin to experience a peace that passes understanding. You'll begin to walk with confidence, not because everything is perfect, but because your trust is anchored in something unshakable. So lift your eyes, stand strong, walk forward, let fear fall behind you, and let faith lead the way. You were created for more than anxiety, more than doubt, more than fear. You were made to walk by faith, and faith will never lead you wrong.
Legacy is the measure of a life well lived, and it is built not in moments of comfort, but in moments of challenge. Too many people spend their lives seeking ease, avoiding discomfort, and choosing the path that demands the least effort. But true, success is not measured by how comfortable you are or how smooth your journey appeared. It is measured by the impact you leave behind, by the difference you make in the lives of others, and by the story that survives long after you are gone. Choosing legacy over comfort means prioritizing significance over ease, purpose over temporary, pleasure and contribution over complacency. Living for comfort is natural. It feels safe, predictable, and rewarding in the short term. But comfort rarely demands growth, courage, or endurance. It rarely challenges you to rise above mediocrity or face your fears. A life spent only in comfort may feel good now, but it often leaves regret behind. Legacy is born when you step out of that comfort zone, when you face challenges with determination, when you make sacrifices for something greater than yourself. It requires discipline, patience, and the willingness to endure hardship, because the reward is not immediate. It is the imprint you leave on the world and the lives you touch. Choosing legacy over comfort also means thinking beyond yourself. It requires vision, the ability to see that your actions today ripple far into the future. Every decision you make, every risk you take, every lesson you endure has the potential to inspire others. Those who focus solely on comfort may find personal satisfaction, but those who focus on legacy build a story that influences generations. Legacy transforms failure into purpose, rejection into fuel, and struggle into strength because it forces you to act with intention rather than convenience. The pursuit of legacy shapes character. It pushes you to act with integrity, to persist when others quit, and to lead even when the path is lonely. It teaches patience because meaningful impact rarely happens overnight. It teaches courage because making a difference often involves standing against opposition, challenging the status quo, and risking criticism. When your actions are guided by the desire to leave a lasting mark, you prioritize what matters over what feels easy, and you begin to live with a deeper sense of purpose. Legacy over comfort also inspires resilience. Comfort tempts you to quit when the going gets tough, but legacy reminds you why you started in the first place. It connects your struggles to a bigger picture, giving your efforts meaning beyond the immediate results. Every failure, every setback, and every challenge becomes part of the narrative you are building, the foundation upon which your influence grows. Those who endure for legacy understand that success is not merely personal achievement, it is the lasting value created in the lives of others and the inspiration left for those who follow. Ultimately, prioritizing legacy over comfort is a choice. To live deliberately. It is a decision to endure pain for purpose, to sacrifice ease for impact, and to persist when the world tempts you to quit. Comfort may feel safe in the moment, but legacy ensures that your life resonates far beyond your presence, that your story matters, and that your journey leaves an imprint that others can carry forward.